Alright guys, welcome back. I'm Crank Addict. This is the channel for crank addicts like me and hopefully like you. And you saw us last time. We applied the undercoating. What was it? Chassissaver.
Okay.
Made by the same guys that does the Monstaliner. And it has dried. So now we are ready to apply this Monstaliner. Monstaliner is a epoxy bed liner that you apply with a roller, and we ordered lots of these rollers. We got what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these things. So we'll be mixing this up, applying it in there. It's going to take 2 coats. But before we can do that, we got to throw the fenders back in here and then give everything a good scuffing. So stay tuned. Scuff them enough to get the shine off. Should have a dull appearance everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so we got these roughed up pretty well. I'm going to use a tack cloth to remove some of the residue. And then we'll bolt them up and see how they look. These come from classic industry. They got some sharp edges on them. You gotta be careful. Yeah, I might do that once they're in place. See how they look. It's going to be grinding anything. Well, theoretically, if you were to, I think, go back in here within 48 hours, I believe, you don't have to scuff it up because there'll still be enough chemical adhesion to stick the new stuff to the old stuff. Well, it got really cold. Anyway, here's the bolts that I cleaned up. They look pretty good. I first soaked them in the zero rust for a couple of days and dried them off in the sunshine. Sprayed them with some rust converting primer. So these guys look pretty good. Alright, so yeah, this edge here is a little too sharp for me. So I just know I'm going to cut myself when I clean the truck. So I'm going to hit it with a flat wheel and try to smooth it out just a hair. That'll hold that. Okay. I'm using this one up here. Probably need to get them all started, then tighten them down. That's loose. Alright, well we finally got these fenders in, and they fit pretty well. I think the right side fit better than the left side. There's a little bit of a gap around it. I'm probably going to put some seam sealer in or something to kind of fill it in. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, now we got a scuff. So away we go, scuff, scuff, scuff. Alright, so here I am laying on my back with my shop light, and you can see how shiny it is down here. So we're going to have to knock that shine off. Fingers are looking pretty good now, but all this is going to get de-shined. Here we go. Apply, pat. Right there. Oh, yeah, right there, right there, right there. Keep it going, keep it going. I am tired of scuffing up that new Chassissaver paint underneath that Jimmy. It's a lot of work, a lot of real estate to scuff. So, I'm mixing just a small amount of the Monstaliner, and we're going to apply this on the glossiest part and see if it sticks. So we're just going to paintbrush this on. We're not going to roll or anything. We're just going to paint it on, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll see if it sticks. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Smells good. So how did I know where I painted and where I didn't?
It's so black. That's a good point.
So you need to be really good.
We're painting black Monstaliner on black Chassissaver.
Yeah.
That's all glossy.
You don't even know where.
You don't even know where you're painting.
Very thick. And there's like a hair.
Yeah, it's very thick. That's what gives it the texture.
And there's some hairs.
Where's that hair come from the brush?
Maybe.
Oh, that's where you're supposed to use the roller, huh?
So maybe you're supposed to use better brushes, but I didn't want to use a good brush because we're just gonna try to find out if this is gonna work or not. It looks kind of not too shiny like the other one. It looks kind of, I don't know, like if it had some kind of dirt in it.
The Monstaliner looks like it has dirt in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look too smooth like the other one. It is a clean brush, it's a clean bucket, clean paint, but it has a lot of like sand or something. See, you see it? It doesn't look too smooth.
Okay, well they say that the Monstaliner has less fillers than the other ones, but maybe it still has a lot of filler. It is thick though, that's for sure. It's more thick than the Chassissaver paint. How's the coverage?
I think, I don't know.
I mean, how far do you think that little bit that I just mixed up is going to go?
Oh, I think it's gonna cover a lot of stuff.
You think so?
I think so.
It's supposed to be put on pretty thick.
I'm supposed to put it thick. It's kind of hard to brush. It's kind of thick anyway. It's not too easy.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we painted the whole thing with a Chassissaver first.
Some of the hair. For the regular coat, I'm gonna use a different brush instead of this one. This one is an ugly brush.
A cheap brush. A chip brush.
Yeah. So you're supposed to paint it and then with the roller go on top of it?
Well, I think the roller is to give it the texture, but the roller isn't going to be able to do very well in the corners, so I think you need to paint in the corners and then go back over and do the rest of it with the roller.
Yeah.
But the less you do with the brush, probably the better.
Why?
Because the brush is tough to use.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that even with the rollers, though, the rollers tend to break down. So that's why I got 5 rollers.
Yes. That's because this thing is really thick.
Yeah.
It's not too...
So, how's it going?
Good. But it feels like it dries pretty fast.
It does. I think that's the goal.
Okay.
So when we come back with the rollers, we'll probably still just mix half at a time. I don't know if we want to do the whole gallon.
No. Or if I get tired or something.
Yeah, I think you only have a couple hours to get it down.
I need a margarita before I do the other half.
Absolutely. You need to do 1 coat, margarita, or tequila,
Yeah.
or both,
Yeah.
if you're Deion Sanders. And then 2nd coat.
Yeah, but you see, it's more rough. It's
Yeah.
not too shiny like the other one.
Yeah, I can see the difference, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it looks
See here,
more
there's
like
the,
it has some sand.
yeah, Chassissaver and Monstaliner. Chassissaver on the right, Monstaliner on the left.
See, it looks more
It has kind of like a satin brushed look to it.
like a sandy bottom.
Sandy bottom.
Like a sand. I don't know. There's some hairs from the brush.
And action.
I feel like Bob Ross painting happy little trees with these. Happy little trees.
Happy little trees. How much more paint do you have in there?
I'm still alive.
Still a lot. Oh man. I ain't mix up that much either, but
I'm trying to make it look like the roller right here because we don't want to be able to get the roller in here.
yeah.
Having some texture on it right there. Maybe more paint to make it more thick.
Yeah.
That's texture.
Good.
This one we can do a little roller.
Mm-hmm.
Right here we can do some texture. First we paint some. We get inside these places. Then you dip your brush in the paint and do texture.
Yeah, kind of like the way that looks.
Yeah, so it looks kind of like the roller,
It does.
but I can see the hairs on the brush
Oh, crud.
a little bit. I think I need something to take them off.
Okay, I'll get you a small screwdriver, I guess. Pull those out. All right, well, here we are the next day. So texture here.
Well, this one we scrape. This one it seems like it's pretty, like right here.
Uh-huh.
We didn't scrape this one.
Yeah, we didn't do any.
Well, with my fingernail, I can make lines on it, so I don't know what that means, but.
How about like up there on the edge where it's more thick? How does it feel there?
Well, this one we didn't do anything, but right here, I can scrape it with my fingers, but I don't know if that is.
You can scratch it, but it's not coming off.
No, I don't feel it. No,
All right.
no.
All right, well, it looks like it sticks to glossy paint as long as it's fresh paint. Alright, so we're just mixing up 1 quart here. And we'll see how this goes down. Alright. Some thick stuff there. Hopefully it doesn't splatter all over the place. Rolling it upside down.
Weird. It's not good right here in this area.
You getting any spatter?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Right here?
Okay. Watch out for that. Protect your garage floor.
How many coats are we supposed to do here?
2 coats.
I think the way that works better is across.
Uh-huh.
That's the way it works better because the other way it doesn't work.
It won't go in big grooves, yeah. I think you're probably right. Okay, well I'm gonna get our brush and I'm gonna start doing some detail work around the sides.
Here's the brush.
Okay. There we go. Maybe now you guys can see. It's got a nice texture to it. It's gonna add a little more protection to that Chassissaver paint. Looks pretty good down here. I like it.
Maybe it's too close so it can be less loud or whatever in the road.
Alright, say that again?
It needs 2 coats so it can be less loud on the road.
Does it need a second coat? An extra coat in the wheel wells will help out. But yeah, we're not going to be doing any kind of insulation in the truck bed. Not like the Suburban. The Suburban we put down that Mylar
Yeah.
heat shielding with like a 1/4 inch of acoustical foam underneath it. That sounds really solid. But this won't quite be like that. This is going to be more open air, easy to clean. So it'll never have the same solidness as the Suburban has. But yeah, a second coat, I think on a wheel both will be good. No, it's not. It's a noisy engine.
I think everything's good.
Alright, here's the wheel well. See how well this shows up in the video. That's pretty good. And of course here's the front. Let's see if we can show some texture here. Kind of hard to show the texturing. And that shows pretty good there. Well, this is the first coating down. It looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can make out all the texture there, but I like it. And it's thick enough it seems to act kind of like a seam sealer as well. It really seals in all these edges. We're going to hit it a second time. There's a couple of small gaps here and there. Let's see if we can't make up the difference. But yeah, now it's time for layer number 2.
It's in my head on it. Can look more cute, I guess.
Are you kidding? You're always cute.
I know.
How's the second coat going?
It's going fine. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, maybe you need a headlight.
No, it's kind of hard to see because it's all black everything.
Black on black.
Yeah.
So maybe it would have been better if we had that silver first coat. Is that what you're saying?
No, the second coat, yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hard to tell what you're painting. What you coated before and what you haven't. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good though.
I'm getting high.
Ooh. Like the South Park. Let's get high.
Townie.
Hey, Townie, let's get high.
Yeah.
All right, well, the undercoating is done. The bed liner is now underneath the Jimmy. And yeah, that looks good. I like it. How it holds up, we'll see. It's not going to be as quiet as a rubberized undercoating, but it's definitely a much more clean look. Thank you. And let's see, what have we learned from this endeavor?
I've learned not to do it ever again. Too much work.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And we used 3/4 of a gallon to do that. And we saved a little bit for touch-ups later on. So I'm glad about that. We mixed 1 quart at a time, which seemed to work well.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we were going to use the whole gallon, we probably could use 1 roller for the whole thing, you know, if we didn't break overnight.
Yeah, the lower the income.
Yeah, by mixing 1 quart at a time, I think it was a lot easier on the roller. So something to consider. You don't want to buy extra rollers. And yeah, anyway, I like the way it works. We'll see how it performs. I'll be giving you updates once we get the Jimmy on the road. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so now. And hit that thumbs up button because those likes help us in our ratings. And I'll catch you guys later.
Salud.
Salud.
Good.
That's good.